What's up, guys? It's Nathan here. I'm just going to give you a quick little walkthrough of what Core Pro looks like once you're on the inside and how you can navigate through the courses. So we'll start through the self-defense curriculum. And basically, you just enter through here, and it brings you to this dashboard where you'll see all the categories. And basically, this is just how we laid out our curriculum for our beginner self-defense. So, we start with the introduction, who we are, why we do what we do, kind of give our philosophy on everything, if you will. And then you move into the basics, right? Fight, stance, and motion. One of the first things that we would teach if you came in to our gym on day one is going to be your fight stance, and then some basic drills around that. And then we start to just kind of chug through the curriculum. So we'll start with striking techniques, and you'll see here you're going to get different techniques as well as drills in this. So basically, you'll kind of see, maybe how to throw a right cross, and then how to throw a right cross hard, on a bag. And you can segue through each of the techniques, and you see why we're doing what we're doing, and we kind of build that roadmap, if you will, in there. And so it just continues down with kicking, clinching, blocking, some control techniques, some defense against grabs, and then we start to move into edged weapon, grappling, all this kind of stuff. Just to kind of give you an overview of what we do. So it's a pretty cool thing to see how it builds and how we get to it. By the time you get into your intermediate control techniques, you should have a pretty good idea of why we do what we do. And then as far as just the user, another thing that you can do through here is click this slider up here on the left, and you'll see all of the different techniques and videos that we have listed out here as well. So some people like to use this. If you're looking for a certain video, maybe you click to kicking, and you'll see all the different kicks in here that we have. And then you can click through one, find it pretty easily. You can also use the search function on here as well. So maybe you're looking for a knee, you can click it, and you'll find videos with that in there as well. So like basic knee concepts, for example, we click in, takes you right to the video. You can click in and start watching. As always, you can fast forward, rewind, pause, play. And another cool feature on this as well is the favorites button. So if you star any video that you're watching, you can always click back over in this slider here, and then you click your favorites icon, and it'll bring you to a separate page where you starred that. So, that way, if you feel like you want to just go back and rewatch something, you can have it show up right here, and then you can just toggle that off, and then it won't be in your favorite section anymore. So that's the gist of the self-defense course that we have. And then when you go to the Jiu-Jitsu library, it's a little bit different, but much of the same, right? So it's laid out the exact same way. You have the categories here, and then you also have this slider that's going to give you everything in this section. The Jiu-Jitsu library is a little bit different, where we have our curriculum, the fundamentals 1 and 2. And so that's going to be everything, again, that we would teach our white belts coming in the gym from day one on. And so that's going to be fundamentals 1 and 2. Where it gets a little bit different is when you start getting into these other sections. So for example, we go to BJJ series and concepts. And if you've ever done Jiu-Jitsu before, there's always something that you're working on in terms of, you want to get better takedowns, you want to get better at your half guard, you want to get better at guard passing, whatever that might be. And that's what this section's for. So for example, if you click into open guard, you're going to see a ton of different things that, I've been working, I've been drilling, I've been learning as well. And I just add to that constantly. So this is kind of the ever-evolving section of the Jiu-Jitsu side. If I start working body lock passing, that's where I'm going to add this stuff in to the open guard. And so it's the ever-evolving side of that library. Then you also have instructionals. So here's just where I put some stuff that I like to do. I have a lot of sequences off of it. So instead of putting it in the series and concepts, I made it its own thing. So for example, my slide by is my best takedown. So I have this series where it's just a little bit longer form, where you can kind of see why I do what I do. So that's going to be in that instructionals tab. And then you're also going to have your BJJ drills, which is just a few little things, some footwork drills, some passing drills, stuff that, again, we like to have our guys do in-house. If you want to have a little extra, that's on there too. Then one of my favorite sections on here is this match breakdowns and live training. What I do with the match breakdowns is I just have a couple different fights and matches that I put a little side by side of why I did, what I was thinking in that moment there of matches that I've had. And then live training as well, just some rolls that I've had in the gym. Some people have liked to watch those and kind of see, again, the thought process behind when you're rolling, what your idea is. And then finally, frequently asked techniques. This is a pretty cool section as well. You can go in, and this is going to be your technique support, right? So you can go in and post your question. Again, I'm having trouble with X, Y, or Z. And then Max and I will come in and we'll film the answer of, what we think would be the best answer to that question. So it's pretty cool. It's the same format too, with as far as favoriting, your favorite section's still there. It's only going to be for the Jiu-Jitsu side now. So it'll keep it separate from your self-defense section. They're both really great. So that's going to be the online. That's going to be the overview of Core Pro and all that it entails. Hopefully you guys like it, and I hope to see you guys in there.